Well, over the last few days, actually more like a week and a half, I've been working on the upper cabinets. You'll note also that we have installed the range hood over the stove, which has its own light and a fan. As you can also see, I installed little valance lights underneath, which are controlled by this switch right here. So of course they have no doors on them yet. Not much in them, but we'll work on that. Doors will come later when I do the drawers for the bottom section as well. Eventually I need to put a cabinet above the fridge as well. I haven't quite figured out what to do there yet. Anyway, just a short little update for everyone. Let you know how things are progressing. Hey everyone, it is March the 16th and it is an absolutely gorgeous day here in San Jose de Sebopamba, just outside of Malacatos, Ecuador. It has been raining here like cats and dogs for quite some time. Almost 2 weeks with hardly a break in the clouds. And we've gotten a lot of rain. It is the rainy season here in this part of Ecuador. But we have been able to get out and do some gardening. So I'm going to have a look at that now. So because of the break in the weather and we've had some sunshine, we've been able to actually get out and look after our garden a bit. We had what is called here a monton, a mountain of weeds. And I've slowly been working away at the garden getting rid of them. And reluctantly, I have also had to spray some herbicide down here and just outside the property. I tried cutting it down. It's just impossible to keep up. With the weather here, with the amount of rain and living around the equator, weeds grow extremely fast. So in our garden, I've managed to put in a potato patch. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of potatoes. Just planted them yesterday. And up here, we have zucchini plants. I've got 1, 2 there, and we've got 7 more up here in various places. A couple there, a few across here. We've started these as seedlings a while ago, and we are finally getting them planted into the ground. So hopefully these are going to grow, and we will have some zucchini. Other than that, we haven't done much of anything with the garden here. We had plans to put some terraces in here out of rocks and complete the rock wall down there at the bottom. But we have since changed our plan for a very specific reason, but I'm going to get into that more in another video. Anyways, it is a beautiful day here in Malacatos, and it's been good exercise for me as well. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you shortly. I just wanted to get a short video here of the cornfields and how they're progressing. Can't remember exactly when these were planted, but it was some of them were planted in December, others a little bit later because the rain was a little bit late. As you can see, the growth varies quite a bit. Right in front of me, they're only about 2 feet tall. But down there in the field beside our house, some of them are 8 or 10 feet tall. So it really depends when they planted them. So this is the upper field. It's up above our house quite a ways. You can't even see down to our house from here. This field was planted quite late. especially the part right in front of me here. And so the ones right in front of me are only about a foot high. So what you're looking at here is just above our house. Machine came in today, backhoe, and he actually took down the level behind our house here quite a bit. Hopefully you can see from this shot that the road is now almost level with the wall on the left, and it's kind of leveled out. It's not perfect, but it's not bad for a backhoe. And so he's been working on the main road all the way down. You can just see him down there. He's just finishing up. He took away a bunch of dirt that was along our wall here. The idea is we're trying to prevent the rain from running down the middle of the road, although I don't think the work they've done here is going to completely prevent that. So the other thing we did was we dug a trench here, as you'll be able to see from some of these images. It's now covered in. This is the entrance to where our lots are. Buried down in there, it's just the end of the tube. You might be able to just see it underneath that pieces of wood. What we have to do here now is we have to get someone else in to build a little concrete form around the end of that tube so that it doesn't fill with gravel and dirt. And then on the other end there's, you can just see it there coming out. So that's what we did today. We buried that tube in there. In the process of doing that, we tore up 3 water tubes, 4 actually. We had to repair all those. But the guy who does the connections was here, so he did that for us. So all along here from that entrance where that tube is, they dug a trench down to basically where there's the bottom of the valley is. And then down there at the bottom, there used to be a couple of big huge potholes. So they brought more dirt in and kind of leveled that out, widened it out as well. A lot more work needs to be done on that part eventually, but for now that's all we're doing.